everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create MailChimp subscriber on form submission via webhooks. So let's suppose I am running a business and I have put Pabbly form builder on my website. Now I want that whenever a customer submits that form, it should be automatically created as a subscriber in my MailChimp. So I can do this automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Webhook by Pabbly and MailChimp. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I am going to take Webhook by Pabbly, which will help me capture the response whenever a form submission will be made on Pabbly Form Builder, and then in my action application, I am going to take MailChimp, where the subscriber will be created automatically. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create MailChimp subscriber on form submission via Webhook. For this, we are going to create automation between Webhook by Pabbly and the Pabbly Form Builder and MailChimp with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. After browsing the website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in. But if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you just need to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and then first I need to give the workflow name and then select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create MailChimp subscriber on form submission via webhooks. Now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I want to select this all automations and then click on create. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in a workflow, but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create MailChimp subscriber on form submission, which means whenever a form submission will be made, a subscriber will be created automatically in MailChimp, which means whenever I will receive form submission, this complete workflow here will get triggered. And to make this connection, I am going to use Webhooks by Pabbly. So in my trigger application, I am going to take Webhook. And then in my trigger event, I am going to take catch Webhook. Now to make connection, a Webhook URL is provided to me with a help desk given below. So now I need to make connection between my form builder and Pabbly Connect. So here I am going to use Pabbly Form Builder. So let me take you to my Pabbly Form Builder. So this is Pabbly Form Builder, and this here is my form, connect with us. Let's open this. This form has all these details: first name, last name, email and phone. Now to build this connection, I am going to copy this Webhook URL, and here on the left hand side I can see this integration. So I have to click on this, and then I have to click on this create webhook, where I am going to add the Webhook URL which I have copied from my Pabbly Connect workflow. So over here I have copied that webhook, and now I simply have to click on this save. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and over here we can see waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written. Now log into the application where you have added the Webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. This means so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I need to enter some details in my Pabbly Form Builder form. So this is the form, and I am going to enter some dummy details in this form. So let's say my first name is, so here let's say my first name is new, my last name is user, email address is new3333@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number is this. Now I'm going to click on this submit, and your message was submitted successfully. Now as soon as I've submitted this form, this should be captured in my Pabbly Connect. So let's go back to Pabbly Connect and check whether we have received this response there or not. So here we can see we have instantly captured the response. The first name was new, last name was user, phone number was this, email was new3333@pablitudes.com. This means the connection between Webbook by Pabbly, Pabbly Form Builder and Pabbly Connect is successful, and whenever someone will submit the form in my Pabbly Form Builder, this form, I will receive all the responses in my Pabbly Connect. So now next is my action application. So whenever I receive response from form builder, I want to create this as subscriber in MailChimp. So here in my action application, I am going to take MailChimp. And then in my action event, I am going to take add new member with custom fields. Now I have to click on this connect. If you have an existing connection, you can simply go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection to make the connection, and then you have to enter the token and the data center. So let's enter the data center over here. Over here it's written enter the data center example this, which appears as subdomain in your MailChimp account URL. So let's open my MailChimp, and over here you can see US6. So I simply have to write US6 as my data center. And then in the token, it's written enter your API key. You can find the above key by logging to your MailChimp account. Click on profile picture, click on profile extras API keys. So here I need to click on this profile picture, then I have to click on this profile. Here I can see this extras option. I have to click on this, and then I have to click on this API key. Now if I scroll down, I will be able to find this create a key option, and then I have to give the name. So let's say testing is the name of the key. And then I have to click on this generate key. Now over here I am provided with the key, and I simply have to copy this and paste it in my Pabbly Connect. Now I have to click on this save. So MailChimp is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is choose audience list. Over here I just have one list, so I am going to choose this as Pabbly Connect. And next I have to enter the email address. So to enter this, I am going to use a method called mapping, which means I am going to enter data from my previous response. So here as you can see, I have received response in my Webbook by Pabbly. So over here I will simply click on this, and as I click on this, I will be able to find all the responses that I have received. And here I have to enter the email. So the response that I have received as email was new333@pablitudes.com. So I will enter that email. And then I have to enter the tags. So here if you want to add any tag, you can do that. Let's say I want to add a tag by the name Pabbly Form Builder. And then in the status of the subscriber, I want to choose this as subscribed. And then I'm going to leave this interest group blank because this is not a required field. I have to enter the first name, so I will follow the same process and enter my first name as new. Then I have to enter the last name, so the last name was user. Then I have to enter the mobile number, so mobile number was this one. And I can also enter the phone. So over here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here if I manually enter any data, the field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to scroll down and click on the save and send test request. So here you can see I have received the response with the ID. The email address was new333@pablitudes.com. The full name was new user. Status was subscribed. Phone number was this. Now I need to open my MailChimp and check whether this subscriber has been created there or not. So this is my MailChimp account, and on the left hand side I can see all these options. Here under audience I can see this contact, so I will open this contacts, and here I can see I have created this subscriber by the name new user. The email address was this one and the phone number was this one, and it has been created under the same tag Pabbly Form Builder. Now whenever I will receive response from my Pabbly Form Builder, the contacts will be created or the subscriber will be created under the same tag. Now to check whether this automation is working perfectly fine or not, let's open my Pabbly Form Builder again and fill some other form with some other details. So here let's say this time my name is latest and my last name is user, and then my email address is latest928@pablitudes.com, and then my phone number is and then I have to click on the submit. Now as I've submitted a form, the subscriber should be created in my MailChimp. So let's go back to MailChimp, and over here let's refresh this contact list once, and we can see we have instantly created this latest user as a subscriber here also. The email address was latest928@pablitudes.com. The mobile number was this, and it has been created under the same tag. Now to summarize, we took Webbook by Pabbly as our trigger application, where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this Webbook URL with a Pabbly form builder. In our Pabbly form builder, we submitted a form and received the response. This means my connection between Pabbly Connect, Webbook by Pabbly and Pabbly form builder was successful, and I started receiving responses in my Pabbly Connect. After that, I took action application as MailChimp, where I want to create subscribers. So I entered all these details with the help of mapping. I simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as new contact or the subscriber created in my MailChimp. So we have successfully created automation between Webbook by Pabbly, Pabbly Form Builder and MailChimp with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.